What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Figuring Shit Out podcast, or the F.S.O pod. It's your girl, Leah, and today we're going to be getting into a topic that I'm excited to talk about. I think it's going to be fun. So, yeah, as usual, there's some disclaimers, in the intro. So go back a few episodes, listen to the intro. Run that little shorty back a little bit. Hear all those little tidbits. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and just jump right into the episode. And as usual, I'm just sharing my personal opinion and my perspective that nobody asked for and probably nobody cares about, but I don't care. I'm gonna give it anyway. If you're a returning listener or you're hearing me for the first time, I want to start it off by saying thank you. I appreciate you for tuning in. So go ahead, grab your snacks, grab your loofah with your soap, put your feet up, whatever you do when you're listening to your favorite podcast. Sit back and go ahead and listen to me talk my ish. All right, y'all. So today's episode is kind of a little piggyback off of the very first episode of the season, which is being intentional. And I did talk about it a little bit. It was kind of one of the main, main points or examples that I kind of used in that episode, which is dating with intention. This episode specifically, I want to talk about, is dating with intention. I feel like that is not something that is talked about enough. Obviously, I've heard other little tidbits about it. I've heard other podcasters talk about it and things like that. But I just feel like it's something that we don't practice, man. We don't practice. We just don't do it. And I feel like it's very important that, especially in today's society, man, like we gotta be dating with intent, and I'm not saying that your intention has to be like, the whole 9 yards at the end of the situation, like marriage and kids and a house and ponies and ducks and horses and farms and shit. Like, I'm not talking about that. Like, that doesn't have to be your intention. Even if your intention is, even if your intention is casual, you know what I mean? Even if your intention is long-term, even if your intention is polyamory, like whatever your intention is, just date with it. You know what I mean? Like, I really hope that we can get to a point to where this dating just because we're bored or you know what I mean? And again, that sounds weird. It sounds like I'm trying to like mom everybody or police everybody. Like, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you want to do. But I don't feel like enough of us date with intent. And I also feel like that is a big contributor to why there's so much like relationship trauma, you know what I mean? And so many toxic situations, because again, I mentioned, obviously have your intention when you date, whatever that intention is, but be clear about what that intention is as well, like express it, but also like be 100% clear about it. You know what I mean? And make sure that your intentions align with other people's intentions. I don't understand why we're in 2026 now. We are too advanced. Sometimes I question society because it's trash, but we are too advanced and we've come so far in so many different aspects of life to still be making the same mundane, idiotic mistakes and being in the same idiotic and dumb and mundane situations when it comes to dating, right? Date like-mindedly. If you only want casual and that's your intention and that's how you're dating and that's how you're making your moves and that's how you're maneuvering through the dating world, date other people that are also dating to be casual. Why would you date with the intention of being casual and that's what you want, but you're dating someone that wants long-term? You're dating someone that, wants long-term, but they also maybe want polyamory. You know what I mean? Like, you're dating someone that, is just, they only want to be monogamous or something. Or if you're someone that wants to date, with multiple people, and you meet someone that's only interested in monogamy. Like, I don't understand it's almost as if everything has kind of become like a conquest. You know, it's like, oh, well, I know this person. It's like when you date someone and you tell them, hey, I don't want a relationship, you know, or I don't want marriage, you know, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids. And they're just like, oh yeah, you know, like, I mean, it's not something I really, really want, but I mean, I've always thought about it, but it's never been like high on my to-do list and stuff. Right. But the person you're dating has always said, I don't want kids. I don't want to get married. Marriage just isn't my thing. It doesn't appeal to me. Like, it's not something I want. Right. And you spend your whole relationship, you know, with this person, you're together for, you know, 3, 4, 5 years or something, right? And then, you know, you're starting to get mad and you're starting to get antsy and restless because they haven't proposed yet, right? Or they haven't started talking about kids yet. And it's just like, why are you confused? They told you from the beginning that this was their intention. They told you that their intention with dating in general, in the dating world, was to find a partner. But they didn't want marriage. They didn't want kids. They didn't want like that family aspect. You know, they wanted long term. They want to date someone. They want to be with someone forever, but they just don't want to get married. That's not their end goal. That's not a goal that they care about. Right. And you over here huffing and puffing and, you know, talking with your friends or whatever. And you're mad because this is not a goal that you've accomplished in the last 4 or 5 years that you've been with this person. You know, homie, they told you. Right? Like, they fucking told you, but you felt like, oh, well, they'll just fall in love with me. And I know I really want that at some point. And so if I change my mind, and then if I like can just talk to them or put little seeds out and little tidbits out, and, you know, they'll pick up on it and they'll want it eventually too. No, bitch. Like, if someone says they don't want something, they don't want it. It's not your place to change their mind. It's not your place to make them feel differently or make them want differently. Why would you even want to do that? That's weird. Like, what? That's like some weird, oh, you got to make it a conquest. Like, people aren't conquests. People aren't fucking, you know, you don't like, yeah, I conquered it. Like, this isn't like fucking hiking, you know, and you fucking hike the top of Mount Everest and I did it. Like, no, what the fuck? Like, also, we need to stop doing that. Please leave these mountains alone. Like, leave these mountains alone. Stop going up there. You don't need to go up there. You can't even breathe up there. So why are you up there? Sorry, that's besides the point. But anyway, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's so weird, you know, because even when you're dating with intention, like, and then I feel like when you date with intention, you can't really fuck that up, you know, like, you can't, like, if you're clear about your intentions from the jump, you know what you're looking for, and you're dating like-minded people like that, you can't mess it up. Now, the situation might not work out. You might have to, you know, date a couple different people before you find your forever situation, and that's okay, right? That's okay. But still, like, you're still dating and you're spending your time with like-minded people. You're spending your time with people that want the same end goals that you want, that are looking for the same things that you're looking for, you know? And, you know, like I said, I feel like that's a big way that we can stop this whole, like, toxic bullshit of people, oh, you wasted my time, and you know that I wanted marriage and kids, and oh, like, shut up. Like, shut up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this person told you from the jump that's not what they wanted. You thought you could be fucking, I'm gonna change your mind. Like, no, like, this isn't, no. Like, stop that, you know, stop treating people like conquest, stop treating people like, you know, they're, oh yeah, I can, watch this. I can conquer that. Yeah. I can change your mind. Watch this, I could change his mind. Stop doing that. Stop. Why do you need to change someone's mind? Why not just go find what someone is looking for that matches what you're looking for? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, you know, there wasn't really too much to speak on this topic, you know, but just date with intention, man, and be clear about your intentions, and find like-minded people that share your same intentions. You know, stop wasting people's time. It's 2020 fucking 6, bro. We need to stop. We need to be at a point where we're done wasting people's time when it comes to dating. And trying to find people, because, you know, there are people out here that are really trying to find their person, you know, and you got people that will literally just fucking put them through the ringer, or that just really don't care, and they're just like, they're kind of fun to hang out with, or whatever. I don't really want what they want, but it's cool. No, stop that. You know, like, stop that. You stop them from finding their future wife or their future husband. You know what I mean? Like, leave people alone. Leave people alone. If they're not like-minded like you, if they don't want what you want, leave them alone. Birds of a feather flock together. So start finding your same damn birds. Why y'all keep, like, you a crow? Why you trying to fly with a pigeon? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you a owl. Why you trying to fly with a parakeet? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You know, like it don't make no sense, man. Like, but yeah. Anyway, this was a little shorty. It's a shorty of an episode. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, there wasn't too much more to kind of go into topic about, or to go into depth about, but I just wanted to share a couple more little tidbits, and I just wanted to kind of get that simple consensus out. Okay, once again, I'm gonna say it one more time for y'all. Date with intention, and date people that have the same intentions as you. Okay, like-minded. All right, it's 2026. We can't keep doing this, man. I'm tired. I'm not even really speaking for myself, because dating pool is trash. So I haven't really been like seriously even really dealing with that motherfucker. But just overall, okay, like just stop. All right, there's a lot of things I don't want to see in 2026 no more, especially when it comes to dating. All right. So yeah. Again, you know, repetitive. I don't care. I'll make it short, sweet, and simple this time. No, man. For all of y'all that do listen and tune in, whether you're returning, whether you just, you know, like I said in the beginning, you just hearing it for the first time, no matter what, I appreciate you for making the time and making the effort to make this podcast and make listening to me a part of your everyday routine, or a part of your routine for the day, whatever that may be, whatever that looks like for you. You truly don't know what it means to me. I really, truly appreciate you. So with that being said, y'all, we can go ahead and wrap this one up, man. You know, live love and love life. Be kind. Until next time.